We're here. Today we're going to be doing a design with her. She has a lot of hair. So I'm going to split it up in quadrants so it's easier to work and see the canvas. I already parted this section out right here. Now I'm going to go to the back of the crown and part the section down. What helps with partings also, if you get the hair a little damped, not a lot, just a little bit, will help keep the hair in place. On the back of her head we're going to be doing a crown, so we need some space, but we don't want to take it too high. When I'm parting, I like to take my comb, keep it flush to the scalp, and work down. You have to always remember when you're twisting the hair up, it's pulling the scalp. You don't want to pull the scalp too much. You can see, like, due to the quadrants, it's easier to work with now. Now this is the fun part. You ready?
Let's do it.
Are you sure?
Oh yeah.
There's always time to go back.
Negative. Chop it off.
There we go. All right, so I'm just going to take my clipper over comb and reduce the bulk. Yikes. All right, so when I'm doing designs, I like to start with a 2. I don't go anything above a 2 when I do designs because, one, she has dark hair and I want to keep the contrast from skin to up to a 2. So I'm going to knock this down all the way down to a 2. Now when I'm cutting, take some water, spray it, comb it, put the comb in the hair. Don't put too much pressure on the scalp. It'll pull the scalp up. But this comb, how I came in, I combed it, and then I'm taking the back of the brush, or the comb, and pressing down on the hair. So when I come up with my guard and my clippers, it's not touching that hair. Again, I'm going to come in, comb, and press down on the back. There's our canvas. Where are you? And I'm so lonely. All right, here's the design. This is what we're going to be doing. So I'm an artist. It's not as easy for everybody to be able to do designs. I've been drawing and painting my whole life, I feel like. So what I'm going to do is take a liner and just sketch out the design itself. It's a celebration! All right, so we're going to start with the middle. So now that we have it stenciled out, so when I come in, I like to come overhead. When I come in overhead, I'm going to come in, create my line. Now, what I'm doing is making sure that the inner line is clean. So I'm going to flip my clippers and go the other way and focus on the outer line. So just what I was talking about in the beginning with creating contrast, I want to do this outer part, coming in like that. We're going to flip our clipper, focus on the outer line. Now we're going to fade. Now what this is going to do is create contrast. I'm fading with just the edge of the clippers, slowly working my lever out, is working outwards so I could keep that contrast in these higher points. So if you see on the bottom of the crown is more straight, but with her neck coming to more narrow, I'm going to make it more round to fit her neck. Now I'm going to follow up doing these lines. These lines right here on the photo is coming all the way down. Instead, I'm going to keep some room with hair in it so I don't take the line all the way through to create another contrast fade out from that. Then I'm going to come in no guard and fade this part. So when I do fading with my designs, I like to skip areas. So we'll go hair, skin, hair, skin. It gives it that look of negative space, which will help create the design. Now when I'm fading, I don't want to fade all the way up to this line right here because then it'll separate the hair. So I want to make sure that the fading is going into this, but not going too much into the line to keep that contrast look. All right, so what we're gonna do is get these lines to all go, or at the end, to all match up to the bottom. So it'll separate these areas and help create more of a crown look. I'm gonna do the same line all the way through. And a lot of people don't know this, but on your comb, there's inches measuring. So you could take this part of the comb, come in, flip the teeth on the comb. Now you know how wide that bottom half is. Come on this side. And that will help guide you. When you're fading, this will create more of a contrast look and give the design more character. You can always retouch up the lines, make sure they're crispy. What helps with time is I'm working one direction through the design. This is how you stay efficient. Work one direction all the way through the design. Flip the clipper and work the other direction. We're gonna come in, fade this little part out. There you go. If you're a Common Kings fan, tag them, subscribe, follow, share, comment. That's how you do design.